Oh, my bad. Flashback. You played that song back in the marching band. All right. What's good, powerful people? This is the Power Living with Purpose podcast with David C. Henderson, and this is the health tip of the week. All right. The health tip of the week is sponsored by American Health, Fitness, and Sports. We bring the fitness center to you, and we get into our cities in shape through in-home, on-site, and virtual health, fitness, and sports services. Website is www.ahfss.com, www.ahfss.com. All right, this week's tip is a mental health tip. Avoid unhealthy dialogue. All right, when it comes to dialogue these days, a large portion of it is no longer just person to person, but rather largely online through social media and also through text messages and some emails. All right, in terms of dialogue on social media, most of it is done within comment sections, consisting mostly of people that you don't even know in person. All right, of course, you got the DMs and everything too, but not only that, but these may also be people who share views that are completely polar opposites of yours on politics, life, faith, social issues, as well as things that you would think were basic common sense. You would assume. But one of the biggest wastes of time that you can ever do in your life is try to convince somebody who hasn't changed their mind in years, maybe even decades, on an issue that they're wrong and they need to see it your way. You might as well just go and bang your head against a wall for an hour, because basically you're going to end up with the same result. You're wasting your time and you're also giving yourself a massive headache. So it's not worth it. As we all know, former President Trump was the victim of an assassination attempt with one bullet hitting him in the ear and another bullet missing his forehead by only 2 inches. Now, not only that, if he had not turned his head at the right angle at the right time to look at an immigration chart he was talking about, he most definitely would have been killed. Sadly, one of the bullets that did miss him, however, did kill Corey Comparator, a 50-year-old father of 2 who was shielding his wife and daughters from gunfire. Also, 2 others were shot that we know of, and they survived along with former President Trump. In terms of healthy dialogue on today's internet, it didn't take more than an hour or 2 to realize that in many comment sections of posts on multiple social media sites, that common sense was not present and ignorance was just running amok. Even though Trump, and they also killed the shooter. How is it a setup when you kill the shooter? Okay. And he had no family to no children or anything to give the money to. All right. So even though Trump came within 1 and 2 inches of death from a gun fired 150 yards away by a 20-year-old amateur shooter with no military training, people were still convinced it was some mysterious setup by the Republicans to get sympathy, even though he was already leading in all the polls. All right, so it makes no sense anywhere whatsoever in any universe. But here comes the kicker. If you're the type of person who is shocked and appalled, and that there are so many people with access to social media who are evidently so ignorant, and you think that you can be some social media comment section superhero who can heroically swoop down into the comment section and save the day, you know what I'm saying, with your ability to state facts and research-based information, those people are just spouting off the dumbest thing you could ever think of. So let me give you a major reality check and say, speaking from experience, you cannot be a social media comment section superhero most of the time. All right, there's a famous saying that goes, never argue with a fool, because they will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. So in my previous experience of trying to be a social media comment section superhero, I'm telling you, it's a waste of time. It's a losing battle. People will drag you down to their level of stupidity and beat you with experience. You might as well just go bang your head against a brick wall, because it's the same exact results. All right, so as countless conspiracy theorists debate with rational people nonstop about whether Trump's near assassination was a setup, it was not. Whether Tupac and Jeffrey Epstein are still alive, they are not. If the moon landing was real, it was indeed. If COVID was a hoax or started by 5G towers, It was not. And if the earth is flat or round, it is round. Then just know there will be millions of people wasting millions of hours of valuable time with nothing to show for it at the end of the day, because most people will not change their minds. They will simply go find other people who agree with them and interact with them. All right, they'll find an echo chamber somewhere where they can just talk amongst other stupid people. I encourage you to maintain good mental health when it comes to conspiracy theory debates on social media and comment sections. Set a 1-minute time limit. Say what you're gonna say and get the heck out of there. Just say your piece and leave, and don't go back and ignore the notifications. All right, just go do something else with your time. Go watch something, go read something, go outside, go do something with people, do something. Talk to someone who you do agree with, or that's somebody that is worth talking to. So same thing with texting back and forth with people. Just let it go. Let it go. Be like, okay, give it a thumbs up. Just give it a little thumbs up or okay, and then just, all right, okay, all right. And so otherwise you're gonna basically be talking to a brick wall, beating your head against a brick wall, basically. All right, so next week I'll talk about the characteristics of dialogue that is healthy. Have a safe, healthy, and blessed week. Stay powerful, my friends. The Health Tip of the Week is sponsored by American Health Fitness and Sports. We bring the fitness center to you through on-site, in-home, and online health, fitness, and sports services. Website, ahfss.com, ahfss.com. Stay powerful, my friends.